This is my litRpg, and you are listening The Awakening Trials Book 1 of a litRpg novel series, The Eternal Ascent. Chapter 10. Forest's Fury. Forest stretched endlessly before me, a labyrinth of towering trees and twisted undergrowth. The silence was almost deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant call of a bird. I moved cautiously, my hand resting on the hilt of the bone machete, ready to react to any threat that might appear. Chris moved through the dense forest, his senses heightened as he scanned his surroundings. Every sound, every movement, could signal danger. The encounters with the smaller beasts had sharpened his instincts. The lack of clues regarding the next alpha was frustrating. Each time he struck down a shadow wolf or outmaneuvered a rawhide brute, the same thought echoed in his mind. Where are the alphas hiding? But the forest offered no answers, and the silence grew more oppressive with each passing hour. Pushed forward, determined to find some some trail that would lead him to his next target. As he continued deeper into the forest, he encountered several smaller beasts, each one testing his resolve. A pack of shadow wolves ambushed him from the shadows, their eyes glowing with malice. But they were nothing compared to the alpha he had defeated. And Chris quickly dispatched them with swift, precise strikes from his machete. Another time, he stumbled upon a group of rawhide brutes, their thick hides making them formidable opponents. But with careful timing and a bit of luck, he managed to outmaneuver them, using the terrain to his advantage. The bone machete, while not as powerful as he might have hoped, was effective enough, and he began to grow more confident in his abilities. But despite these encounters, there was no sign of another alpha. No clues, no tracks, nothing to indicate where he might find the next target. Frustration continued to build, but Chris forced himself to remain calm. The forest was a challenge, and he would overcome it, just as he had overcome every obstacle so far. It was as Chris was contemplating his next move that he heard it, a sound that sent a shiver down his spine. A deep, resonant growl, followed by the rustling of leaves and the sound of heavy footsteps. But this wasn't just one creature, this was many. He turned to face the direction of the noise, his heart pounding in his chest. The underbrush parted, and he saw them. Dozens, no, hundreds of glowing eyes staring back at him. Creatures that emerged from the shadows were all too familiar. They were the same species as the alpha hound he had defeated earlier, their bodies sleek and muscular, their eyes filled with a burning hatred. Poured. They had come for revenge. Chris's hand tightened around the hilt of the bone machete, the weight of the weapon comforting in his grip. This was going to be a fight unlike any he had faced before, and the thought of it sent a thrill through him. The horde advanced, and Chris raised the machete, ready to meet them head-on. This was what he had been waiting for, a chance to test his strength, prove that he could survive in this world. And he wasn't going to back down now. The chapter ended with the horde closing in, their growls filling the air. Chris stood his ground, his heart pounding with anticipation. This was going to be a battle to remember.
Thank you for listening to my litRpg. If you like my book, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, click on that like button.